What is going on, guys? I am Badass Reviewer and I am back with another review. This time I'm taking a look at the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z Goku figure, or Goku-san. Not really sure why they call it Goku-san. I guess that's some kind of Japanese thing or whatever. Not really sure. But I picked this figure up on Amazon because I was really wanting to get into figures that were not what I usually collect. I usually collect DC and Marvel figures, but I wanted to get something that was a little bit different and something that had a little bit more articulation just to see how it was. So I picked up Goku. Goku's just a really awesome character to me, and honestly, like, he's like the cheapest one out of all the Figuarts for some reason, and I'm pretty positive it's because of his lack of accessories compared to everybody else. So that's probably why. He still costs about $30 something, depending on where you get it, but it's still a pretty costly figure, so it's not like $15 or anything, which kind of sucks. But yeah. So anyways, I like this figure a lot, but there is some flaws that I think that this figure has, and to be honest, I was expecting this to be a little bit better, but it's still pretty good. It's just, I guess I was thinking it was going to be way better than how it actually is. My first problem is the head. The head is on this tiny little ball peg with the socket, double ball peg and a swivel or whatever, and then it goes into the little hole in his head, right? But it doesn't really, it's not like, it doesn't stay in that well, really. Like, it'll stay in, but the first thing that happened when I pulled this out of the box is I tipped the plastic upside down to like kind of get him to fall out, and everything in the plastic like fell out, and along with his head, so it doesn't stay on his body too well. I mean, it's super easy to pop on and off, which is nice because you have to pop it on and off for certain reasons anyways, but I feel like it's just kind of annoying because you kind of rotate a little bit and it just pops off, so I find that kind of annoying. And then, let's see, it's a little bit annoying. I don't really like that a whole lot. And then it feels like his hair doesn't really stay on too well right here. I know it's supposed to come off, but I don't know why it does. It kind of like, it doesn't feel like it goes in all the way, and it kind of wobbles around sometimes. But the head, it's just kind of annoying how the joints work and all that, so that's a little unfortunate. I thought it'd be, you know, a little bit better than that, but it wasn't. But that's probably my biggest complaint, I would say. Another complaint is these shoulder things. Like, they kind of get in the way, and they're on little sockets in the back on a little hole that pegs into, kind of like the Marvel Legends Iron Man figures. But they can pop off pretty easy in some positions, and then other ones you just gotta do a lot of stuff to kind of get them posed. Like right now they seem to be working fine, but other times it's like you gotta move them around and do all this stuff, but it's not too big of a deal. Otherwise, he's pretty nice. The orange, his color is more of the manga looking colors. Is what I heard. I've never read the comic or the manga or whatever. I've only watched the cartoons, so I know this is kind of how he looks like in the cartoons, but depending on what version you watch, because a lot of versions have been redubbed and stuff. But really nice color. I like the orange and the blue. Looks really good together. His boots are nicely painted and sculpted, so that's really nice. They got the little strings here that tie his shoes together, I guess. The face looks pretty good for the most part. He does kind of look like strange just because of the little lines and stuff on his back or under his eyes, and he does look pretty angry. And he comes with another head, which you can pop off by taking his hair off, popping his face off, and then you can pop the head in like this, maybe. So you pop the head on like that, get his hair, and now you have an angry like Goku, like he's trying to go Super Saiyan or doing a Kamehameha. So that's pretty nice. You can get him in some cool poses like that and stuff. Not much else for detail. The sculpting's real nice throughout. Definitely looks like he's wearing some baggy clothes. The way they're all wrinkled up and stuff. So that's really cool. And the best part about this guy is definitely the articulation, just because you can get tons and tons of poses out of this guy. Like I said, his head is on a double ball peg, so it can, well, it doesn't really look up a whole lot. So that's kind of unfortunate, because he spends a lot of his time kind of looking up sometimes. But yeah, it doesn't really go up, but it does go down. The ball peg itself can actually rotate. He's got a neck joint here which rotates individually, but it doesn't get a whole lot of motion, so it's kind of pointless, I feel like. But they still added it in there. His arms are on these crazy ball socket swivel thingies, which is really weird. I don't even know what it is, but there's like it rotates in there, and then it rotates, like the actual thing rotates itself that it's connected to, so tons of rotation, as you can see. His arms can go 360 degrees, go in and out. Rotates at the bicep. Double jointed elbows, which don't look too bad actually. They look pretty decent, but the skin tone seems a little bit off from what the rest of his arm looks like, so that kind of sucks. His wrists are also on ball peg, double ball pegs, which can hinge in and out, rotate. And I almost forgot to mention that he does come with interchangeable hands. He comes with his hand that he can use to like blast people. He comes with 2 of these hands. He comes with the instant transmission hand, and then he comes with another one of these. So 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 fists, and 1 of these. So pretty good hand selection you can go from. So we got all that. His waist can go up, like you can move it upward and stuff. And his thing is supposed to be able to cover it, but it's kind of stuck on his torso, seems like. Which is kind of weird, because it wasn't stuck like that yesterday. But this you can move up if you want to, and his little blue strap will cover it, so you can make him like look taller if you wanted to. But that can do that, and you can rotate it, but it makes a clanking noise. So I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. I don't know what it's doing that for, but I would just be careful of that. His legs can they can come down too, so if you want to make him like super tall, which I don't really know why it does that, but it's definitely to make him be able to pose better, because the sculpting does kind of get in the way a little bit. Like if you just have his legs up like this, it's kind of hard to get him in a, you know, running straight pose. But if you put his legs up like that, or pull him down and pull him out, definitely get a lot more posability out of it. So I can see why they did that, and it just helps to make more posability. And the legs can go out pretty far and in. They can go forward and back. He has double jointed knees, but it's a little strange. And if you are not careful, his knee can rub up against the back end of his upper part of the leg, so you got to watch out for that. No biceps or thigh swivels or anything like that, but that's okay because he doesn't really need it. And then we come down to his feet. He's got a swivel in the foot and a rotation, and it's got an ankle pivot, and I'm pretty sure it's still just a ball peg with a socket and all that, so that's pretty much it for that. And then he's got toe articulation, so that's pretty nice. So overall, I guess he's worth picking up, but I don't know, he's definitely worth the buy. I just thought he was going to be a little bit better. The neck thing kind of annoys me, but I can get over that because he's going to be probably just sitting on my shelf anyways in a pose, so it'll be fine. Overall, I would recommend you pick up this figure if you haven't already, and since he's pretty cheap, I would recommend you get him if you were thinking about it. But that's my review. If you guys liked it, please like the video, comment, rate, and subscribe, and stay tuned for my next video, and I'll talk to you guys later.